Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam bhavatu. We already know this mantra, that's why I did not translate. May there be happiness for all. Okay, you don't have that realization, just imagine. May there be happiness for all. May there be peace for all. May there be completeness for all. May there be auspiciousness for all. Is there any chance of duality, conflict, anxiety, anger, reaction, blame? No. It is a smooth sailing of the mind. In that smooth sailing of the mind, the real self is reflected in the mind. We recognize it, we realize it, hence we say, may there be auspiciousness for all. Yes, we can open your eyes. Even just by Mangalacharan, you can awaken to the six treasures. I gave you one example, which I realized more than 20 years later. Now, I think, feel, and aware that you are all my masters, you are all my master, appearing in the name of the Jerry, David, Dennis, Brandy, Sangeeta, Veva, Barbara. We are using the metaphor of waves in the ocean not for the sake of intellectual understanding, but for the sake of realizing that water appears as small, big, high waves. Very important point to understand. Can I apply that? Do I have this attitude in my mind all the time? That existence, or if you believe in any God, let us say Jesus appearing as in the name and the form of a Brandy or Dennis, water appearing in the form of. How can I achieve that state of the mind? Do you know what it means? So now come to the question. Every time, in every session, I feel my master is appearing in the name and the form, whatever the name and the form you have, or gender, whatever it is. Why I do it? Attitude. You have to simply change that attitude. Why? So my master is helping me to revise these principles, to check and recheck if the real self is here and now. If the water is here and now in the waves. Did you understand the subtle principle? If Eastern wisdom is applied, it is very real, it is pragmatic knowledge. Now, I had the event, I don't want to tell the name. For 20 years, for more than 20 years, I used to travel from the capital to meet my master. I used to reach 30 minutes before the session. I told you before. Just think of this attitude. First, think of this attitude. And every time my mind says I'm going to meet the master physically, the mind is fully charged. No fatigue, no tiredness, no frustration at all. Even if I have personal, professional, and social challenges in my life, I never felt it. Oh, everything is okay. In some time, I used to travel almost 12,000 feet height from the capital. It used to take 12 hours. I never felt fatigue in the time. First thing. Now just I'm relating it to common example. Oh, I'm going to marry. When? Oh, just next week. Oh, that is why I have lot of stress. Oh, really? You're going to marry? Why you want to marry? For happiness. Why you are stressed? Oh, because of marriage. Are you crazy? No, let us go to the restaurant, Don't disturb me. I have a lot of challenges going on into my mind. Why you are going to restaurant? To eat? To have happiness? To share the food? And you are stressed? You destroy the tasty food? You destroy the very institution of the marriage? Attitude. Mangalacharan gives you that attitude. I don't want to name. One guy told me, oh, it took me 6 hours to travel, and that is why I am disturbed. For the birthday celebration of my master. I said, why you have gone? Why you have gone? And the ego comes, he says, no, okay, then I will not go. So you will not go. Who is going to, for why you are going? You are going to help the master? You are going to help the real self? You have not been able to change your attitude for 25 years. What you are going to do? Are you getting this? I gave a couple of examples. In the beginning, I said 20 years. I always felt. So what I realized, I did not decide that I will be happy. I don't know. That attitude was always there. Oh, I'm going to meet my Lord. No pain. Even if I had the discomfort, it is gone. Why? I'm going to meet my master. I'm going to meet my real self. Forget the master. And you are talking to me? So if the Mangalacharan practice daily do not change your attitude, you may be doing lot of practices. Nothing is going to help you. Nothing is going to help you. You cannot become a seeker. Are you aware what I'm saying? So after 20 years, I said to myself, why I thought of it. It happened naturally. I didn't know. I did not do consciously that I will reach half an hour before any session my master takes. Even my honey, my family members used to complain, what the heck you are doing it? Why you are going to sit there for half an hour? Why I appear before, few minutes before every session, Because all are my masters in a different name in the form. Do I have this attitude? Do I have this attitude? Living your personal, professional, social, and family life, you are going to change from today. And the six treasures, you will say, no, I'm not looking after six. They will be with you all the time. Are you getting it? Do you understand? So after 20 years, I reflected. I said, what is it that I was so not excited, but I was full of calm and peaceness, inspired. Oh, I'm going there. I explained to you, I'm not going to delve deeper into it. I explained you by the word value. If you install the right value in the mind, with that value, you think, speak, and work in your daily life, six treasures are always with you. Why we go to the temple and church to pray? Did the God gets a salary? God is happy? God is elated? God becomes egoistic? It is only to change my attitude in the mind which lives in ignorance. It has to live in the knowledge. You can do it at home. When you have that temperament, when you think of it, and it has to be applied anytime, anywhere. You are escaping from a lesson. Why? Did you ask yourself? From the practice you are supposed to do. No, I'm in a hurry. Today I woke up late, 1 hour, so I cannot practice meditation. Yes, you are leaving the best thing, the most important thing. Why? What is important? 8, so called 8 or 9 a.m. or p.m. is my appointment. Attitude is not there. Awareness is not there. You may be highly intellectual, a genius. So it indicates the state of the mind of being a non-seeker. How can you say I'm in extreme pain and attending your session? How dare you say? I'm just making, how dare you say that? Because your journey is to find that real self of permanent peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. I gave an example. Now I have a lot of frustration and stress. Why? I'm going to marry next week. Do you say that? Saying divorce, yes, you can say that. Are you aware that how our masters explain and go very deep into the nature and the function of the mind? Now I have my own way of listening and learning. No, your way will not work. Why? There is an element of ego. Master helps by these principles to get rid of that. Think. And that is why I explained you by different ways. I wanted to come to that level. If your attitude is like this, attitude, I am searching peace and happiness. Mind, you have no right to invite any form of anxiety, duality, conflict. Do I have this attitude by thought, by feeling? I know. Then people have another complaint. They say, if I think, may there be happiness for all, will happiness come? So you say that I am into anxiety, the anxiety comes. When you say I have a lot of stress, the stress comes. Are you making yourself fool? I'm a little tough on you. Tough on your mind. Then why you tell me that I have a lot of stress? So okay, you stop thinking about anxiety, stress and live your life. Let me see whether the anxiety comes or not. Without thought, you cannot have it. You cannot have it. Only thing is that the stress, duality, conflict enters from the back door. It is impulsive, it is instinctive, it is unconscious, it is habitual, and peace and happiness is a matter of conscious choice. That is why I am saying, may there be happiness for all, may there be peace for all, may there be love for all. We use our very small, limited intellect. We question peace and happiness. We don't question anxiety and reaction. See that. You change this attitude. Question, how dare reaction can come to me? Why? I am going to meet my master. The guy told me how to do, no, okay, then I will not go. So who is benefiting going there? Who is benefiting doing meditation? I will not attend your session. You are crazy. Yes. Who will be benefited? We are all seekers in this session, so that's why I'm using so-called these tough words and sentences to help your mind to open up. Every teacher in the Eastern wisdom wants to put the medication into your mouth. Do you still remember 3 types of teachers? Think of this. Mangalacharan alone will do it? Answer is yes. Because your mind is inspired and motivated. After the Mangalacharan, you will remember, I have to practice meditation. So you will absorb into meditation. No, I have to listen to it. I have to listen to it. So you are listening it. And then you reflect on the principles. Now you have started reflecting on the principles. The mind does not have a time to go into anxiety, reaction, blame and complaint. And one day you awaken, it's all about my mind. Limited mind, subtle ego, which is causing the problem. And as long as it is not there, I'm happy. I see the peace is oozing out, that calmness is there. I have a level of endurance. What is that endurance? One more example comes to the mind. You go to the work and your boss says you are laid off. Do you come and sit in your house or do you start searching another job? You know the answer. So today meditation fails. There is nothing in meditation. How come that thought has come to your mind? Who has brought it? Think. That is why the master said, his mind is full of impurities. We have to get rid of these impurities. We have been following it. That is why the last thing, the listening alone will not help you. You do listening alone 1 week or maybe 2 hours or 3 hours in a week. The rest of the time, Mind is listening to anxiety, reaction, blame and complaint. How you are going to change unless you contemplate and reflect? Now I have no time for contemplation and reflection. So the contemplation and reflection alone will not work. It will become a dry knowledge. I have done meditation, nothing happened. What was your attitude in doing the meditation? Same example of marriage. It's a totally different journey. It's not a journey, that we find we can intellectualize in the material world. And meditation alone cannot help you. I told you the guy in New Jersey said, I communicate with the God. Then why you have come to my session? Because I have a lot of stress. Stress? You communicate with the God. So yes, in the modern world, God is also full of stress. He has to look for internet connection, to look at the speed. He also attends the virtual session. See the hallucinations, imagination. This is not the way. The Eastern wisdom has to be listening alone, contemplation and reflection alone. And so these 6 treasures touch you, touch your life. You need not to think of it. I know I'm extending these sessions, then I will directly go into what exactly is the calmness. And your mind, you will be blown away. Oh, this is what the calmness is. It is always there with me. I ignore it, I reject it. You have the calmness, your personal life will be better. You allow you to handle stress and maintain emotional balance. It's very easy if you have that peace. In your professional life, if the peace is there, it keeps you composed under pressure, enabling clear decision making. Think of a steady hand at the helm of a ship. Social life helps you diffuse conflicts with the maturity. What should I say? That person is with me. Last week, that person, I am not qualifying the gender, sent me the message related to someone else who had a lot of challenges. They both communicate together, and I know they always communicate how much stress they have in their life. And they shared the text with me. So the person A shared the text, including the message of the person B, using the intellectual phrase, see that, after all, we all are real self. We have no stress. You both have stress. So they wanted my response. I did not respond. Jerry knows both of you. Personal life, social life, you are not awakened inside. You don't have that attitude. How you think intellectual dry knowledge can change you. Social, family life, peace and family life, think of it. Peace, think of creativity, success and prosperity. If you want to earn more money, it's your choice. Dhamma, we say withdrawal of the senses, but you can also use the self-control. Personal life, self-control, compare it. Think of it. Personal life, self-control, professional life, self-control. Then you will not go for the second cute and beautiful girl. Now he has started changing. I revealed the gender. So he has started changing. So now he writes, social life. Second. The third is the resilience. Whether you say it is endurance or it's a resilience. Modern science, psychology talks of resilience. We talk pragmatically, practically, by hundreds of examples. to live into that state of resilience. That is our another treasure. Gives you the mental fortitude not just survive but thrive. Professional life, in social life, in family life, in creativity, in success, in prosperity. You see how much they are needed? Faith, loving faith. I explained you. I'm totally stressed going to the master. Don't go. Sit in your house. Don't attend the session. No, I'm not excited. I'm just telling you, I'm hammering the delusion of your mind. It will not work. I gave you that example. I have a lot of stress, a lot of problems, what should I do? How long I will continue? For why you have a stress? I'm going to marry after 3 days. Better not marry if you have that stress. So at least, the stress due to your marriage will not be there in your life. Stress of going to the restaurant, eating the food that you like will not be there. You stop eating. You're contradicting yourself. So we don't have that loving faith. And then operati, that then you recognize, you can easily transcend the mind in any situation of your life. You know really what do you mean by transcending. And the last one, which is very interesting word, samadhan. One meaning of the samadhan is the solution. Solution of our ignorance and suffering. I'm going to marry, I'm in stress, hold on, drop it. Why I have a stress? Lot of arrangement. Arrangement for others, marriage for me, and I'm in stress. Samadhanam. So you find the solution in your personal life. Why? Because you align your inner values with your outward actions. Outward action. Attending the session, going there, listening, you align inner values. Professional life, you ensure your work isn't just about the external success, but about meaningful contribution and alignment with your passion. Social life leads to more authentic and supportive relationship. Did I work on that? The like Samir and Sangeeta who have been with me almost for 25, 30 years. I did not say that please be with me for 30 years. I will love it. I like you. I never said this. It is your attitude. Family life. Oh, I'm a dad, No. I first accept, acknowledge, and respect even my children. It comes from the sixth treasure. And then you are always creative. You have a success. You have a prosperity. I don't know how you define success, but anyhow, let us reflect on it. Who is going to reflect now? The first one.
I think that we are our own worst enemy. But there really isn't any stress in life. There are only situations. And we can choose how we handle these situations, and we can choose to handle them in peace.
Beautifully said. We are our own worst enemies. Problem is, intellectually we think, but we don't realize it. We don't recognize it. The moment. So how to recognize? What are the steps to realize? what are the ways to change? That is what the Eastern wisdom is telling us. Beautifully said. Yes, anyone who wants to. Beautifully said. Anyone who wants to come out, yes.
I think noticing when you shared meeting your master 30 minutes early, and as I arrived late to both sessions this week, I wonder if that time to sit, right, creates the space. And just as we've carved out our session time and our morning practice time,
yes,
and ego wants to go in the opposite direction, like do more, and just seeing the value of
yes,
continuing to expand the space.
yes, yes. Couple of private sessions I hold on, and then I have to take them very intelligently. I'm using them intelligently because I have to earn my livelihood. So sometime I say okay, and I see them. They have just woke up, and they said, "Yes, I just woke up. Can you give me 1 minute? Let me clean my eyes and join my session." I never say anything, but gradually, intelligently, I hammer their mind. So you are already in a sleeping mode. What you are going to learn? Now opposite. So half an hour before I'm sitting, I'm waiting for the master who gives me that knowledge and the wisdom without any precondition. I used to tell myself that you are the craziest person amongst this group internally, and my master gives that knowledge to me. Why? To move with the humility. So you have enough time before you have that attitude. That is going to change you. No one can change you in the world except you, as Barbaros. But yes, these principle helps us. Beautifully said. Anyone? Yes, go ahead. It's not a debate, you don't get any marks. Brandy gives the marks to her students. So here is no mark, no certificate.
Yeah, just very simply, I mean, kind of like Barbara was saying, we're our own worst enemy, and I think the attitude is really tantamount to how we perceive things. And Julie's always been a big proponent of attitude. I think our Wi-Fi password, everybody knows what it is attitude.
Yes, attitude. Yes.
So it's something to ponder and think about. Is attitude is a very powerful tool that we don't dive into because we're caught up, like Barbara says, in the world and getting challenged by outside factors. But anyways, that was my takeaway today, thus far.
Beautifully said. Attitude. So how to cultivate that attitude? This is all we discussed today. So if we have a right attitude, and that right attitude with reference to the real self, the life is going to change. And these 6 treasures just are a play. Beautifully said. Anything you want to share, Jerry?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think the same thing everybody has said. And in addition to that, just that every thought, feeling, emotion is an opportunity. It's a message.
It is a message.
It's like a message from our guru or from that internal essence that questions it, that right away just questions it and says, what is this? And then we know where we're at. And it's just an opportunity for us to prove it to ourselves, to check in, and to bring us back if we've gone away from the peace and the calmness.
Yes. What you're saying, and from moment to moment, I check my thought, feeling, and emotions. You see that, for so many years, I did not reveal it. Rarely I reveal. What I reveal, that I see you as my master appearing in the different names in the forms. Even if I shout, it has a purpose. My master is at the center. Whether you are handsome or you are beautiful, you pay me, you don't pay me, that is not a criteria. That attitude is required. Life is going to change. Anywhere, everywhere. Yes, anyone who wants to share? I'm not calling the name. You just come up, share.
Sir, from the last 2.5 years or 2 years, I have started observing all the results of my action, what I am doing in my life, and what I am getting out of those actions. What is the result of those actions? Means or whatever my means thinking of also action. I think so. I thought negative or I thought positive. So it is means wisdom is developing day by day just because of observing the results of those actions. What I am getting out of those means I did this, I got the result, and I observed the result. Then I thought that it was wrong or right. After evaluating that thing, I become more means I become more connected and more peaceful by just thinking all these things like in this way. Means
Beautiful.
observing the result is very important, I think.
Yes.
What it is not that blindly you are doing anything in your life and unnecessarily doing all these things, and you should observe the result of what you are doing, and then you get the right means attitude
Yeah.
how to
Living, it is a joy of conscious living. So joy of conscious living helps you to get rid of the impulsive habitual nature of our thought, speech and action. So we are getting rid of it. But the Barbara was saying that we are our worst enemies. That nature, that attitude. So when you observe, you recognize, no, I need not to do it. I need not to do it. I need to do it. Yes, that's another very beautiful expression. Let us do it. And after the session, after the practice, who left, they can share. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Now check the attitude. Attitude of doing. No, sir, I'm doing meditation for you. Don't do practice meditation for me. Do it for yourself. Change your attitude. Place, position, and posture. So, place, attitude, position, attitude, posture, attitude. Being comfortable. Being comfortable. Do you recall? Because if you contemplate and reflect every day, you have understood what it means by being comfortable. All those knowledge in the form of those thoughts and awareness will return to your mind. Being comfortable, I'm using only one word, sensation, comfort and steadiness. Being carefree. So you are carefree. Whatever the thought you can recall, retrieve, replay, that is good. What you are doing? You are observing, recognizing the attitude. And now, Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Their mind is naturally focused deep inside the forehead. Sarvesham Swastir. With that attitude, your mind goes very deep. So we are using the same steps, but in every step, we are diving very deep. We are picking up the subtler points. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. May there be peace for all. Peace for all. Water for all. I am saying to the waves. Can you get that attitude? I am saying to all the waves, yes, my dear waves, water for all. In the beginning, it helps to evolve your mind, and later what happens? What the heck you are telling me? Wave is nothing but the water. But that realization comes later. It is not one day. If it is one day, it is a dry knowledge. It will build your egos. You are a second type of a seeker. Have you seen that? How our masters analyzes, observes. We don't need batteries, psychological testing to find your level of IQ or EQ. Whatever the statement you make, we will understand. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. May there be completeness for all. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. So our mind is stuck somewhere with that impulsivity, with that imperativity. So the teacher teaches, oh, no worries. May there be water in all the waves. Mind is stuck somewhere, so it does not recognize the water. Water is wave. But when you realize it is your higher consciousness. The way I recognize my master present in all of you, appearing in different name in the form. Now looking deep inside the forehead in the space, and start breathing long in the hissing breath into the rib cage only. Start breathing long deep in the hissing breath into your rib cage. Do you remember endurance in the joy of doing it? Please continue. So you are already absorbed. You have no time to say, I have lot of stress to do this practice. Why? Attitude. Continue. Continue. Long deep in the hissing breath, just to remind you, attitude will help you to do the practice whether you are doing it for the first time, even for 10 minutes. It can help you to do that. But attitude is cultivated step by step. It demands commitment, sincerity to yourself, not to me. Continue long, deep in the hissing breath into the rib cage. There is only an expansion and contraction of the rib cage. Right, your attitude, what it brings a natural focus. What the focus does, the focus of the mind pervades your rib cage to inhale and exhale. Oh, is that the process? Yes. Eastern wisdom knows all the processes. The mind objects, reacts, hesitates, means it is not ready. So should I complain the teacher why you are asking me to do it for a longer period, or I should change my attitude? No, I know teacher is crazy. No, your mind is crazy. And now stop it, look at the flow of the breath. Just watch, feel and observe the flow is equal, wonderful. So you already have an indication. If the flow from both the nostrils continues to be equal, mind is already inside. You can experience a kind of resilience and also the calmness, even before completing the meditation. You are becoming your own master. Now looking deep inside the forehead in this space and start breathing into your belly long deep in the hissing breath. With every inhalation, the belly expands like a balloon. With every exhalation, the belly squeezes, touches the spine. Long deep in the hissing breath. Long deep in the hissing breath into your belly. Continue breathing long deep into your belly, my friends. And if the mind tells you to stop, you have to be aware. No, the mind is the worst enemy. That's why it is stopping me. No way. It all it depends on you how you take it. So that will define how deeper you are in a particular step. At the outer level, we are repeating the same step. But with the more deeper knowledge, we understand what it means, how to go deeper. Long, deep in the hissing sound. So, because of your resilience, your mind will be all pervaded. It will be all pervasive on all the points of today's step. You will perceive the belly is expanding or contracting during inhalation, exhalation. Whole body remains steady. Your mind is looking deep inside the forehead or not. You are doing a long hissing breath. You know, Focus means all pervasive, means that you are aware of all the points. And now stop it. Look at the flow of the breath, my friend. Look at the flow of the breath. Flow of the breath equal, good. Not equal, good. But you're not changing. You're just aware. You're building your attitude. And in that attitude, you're dropping Om Shanti on the 16 segments of the fingers. So what is the point? You keep on dropping. The day will come, you'll have the energy vibes will be filled on all the 16 segments. You will feel how much energy is there. A deepening of the sensation. And then what happens? The time comes when whatever, wherever you want to move the energy, it will move there. So now you have that energy, you have an attitude. So with that energy and attitude, if I say my master appears in all of you with different name in the form, tell me what happens to me. And also tell me what happens to you. It inspires and motivates you. Even if I don't say, get inspired and motivated. That is another area of spirituality. After awakening, it works. You are dropping Om Shanti on each of the 16 segments of 4 fingers. And I believe you remember that we keep all the senses inside the mind. Inside the mind? Yes. One day your mind will say, why? I can sit for hours together. You have those thoughts and the feeling and the why. Don't destroy that feeling. Continue with commitment. Do the practice to find out, can the mind live into that state? Right. That's an indication from the spiritual consciousness for you to evolve further. You're driving Om Shanti. So it's purely a mental, non-verbal. Even it is non-verbal. You don't move the tongue or the lips while saying Om Shanti. It is mental. It demands a high level of purity of the mind. Perhaps you might have realized. And now leave that, move the mind inside the heart, visualize the triangle of any color pointing upward and dropping Om Shanti non-verbally on each side of a triangle, moving the mind clockwise and anti-clockwise. You recognize there is a sync. Yes, when we have done previous steps, the mind is already within, so syncing is not an issue. If it is an issue, when it seems that you are syncing, sing mentally. Mentally, you are singing loudly in your mind. Pushing the mind deep inside the cave of your heart. Mind seemingly stops, you drop shanti, and after that you do nothing. You're doing nothing, why? You're waiting for what? For a revelation. Whose revelation? In the beginning, you have 6 treasures, you can say, or the real self will reveal itself, or it depends on each one. Temperament, level, stage. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it in your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences, and bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. How are you, Dennis?
Fine, thank you. Couple of things I noted from today's session. Every person I meet and every situation is there to teach me something, because they all are manifestations of the real self, and hence, as you explained it, everyone is my master, but only if I recognize it and if I have that attitude and humility to perceive everyone and anything as a manifestation of a master. And the second thing, that every experience is connected to a thought, so we can use a thought to change experience. And this is how Mangalacharana works. By positive thoughts, we also can influence our perception and our experiences. And as far as my meditation was very calm and peaceful, towards the end, when you started chanting, my first thought was that I did not recognize the thoughts in the mind for the past couple of minutes. Usually, few thoughts are here and there, either far or near, but there are some. But this time was maybe 3-4 minutes. The mind was completely blank. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You made it very clear that every thought, if I am adding something more, every thought is a power to change my experience. Even if you take Mangalacharana is simply a thought, continue, but continue with reverence, continue with the humility. Then only it will change the attitude. Beautifully you just articulated. I did not have that thought in my head. Yes, that is very important. But we forget, that guy is crazy, and I have to take it even. I am already in stress, and I have lot of problems. I don't know why I got married to you. These thoughts, they are going to destroy you. They are destroying you. Yes, Brandy, what is your expert comments?
I don't know if I have expert comments, but I can speak to my experience today, and I was my meditation was really deep, but I did have a moment where I was thinking about the combination of right attitude and endurance or resilience, and the information parallels other lessons that we had had on Sattva Guna. You're kind of holding that same space or energy. I don't know how you would want to say that. And so I was just thinking about like having that nice balance of the combination of the wisdom and the right attitude and just staying with it. And it goes from, like you said, it goes for meditation, it goes for your job, it goes for your relationship. Thank you.
Yes. If I'm doing meditation, practice, or listening as if there is a lot of burden, listen to you. I'm doing a favor to you, teacher. Why? Because I'm listening to you. That is not going to work. Whosoever may be the teacher. It's not me alone, whosoever may be the teacher. I'm doing a favor to you. So, attitude. So, if you miss anything, Today is the 9th session of the 6 treasures. Before that we had 8 sessions. I covered each and every, mostly the major parts of the principles of Eastern wisdom. So it would be a good idea that you read them, you listen to them, or you prepare a note and keep it handy. And when it keep it handy, it works. Yes, how are you, David and Jerry?
Thank you. My meditation was, the only way I can describe it was like an old comfortable slipper. It was very deep, calm, peaceful, and relaxed.
Beautiful. Yes, that's an indication we are awakening to 6 treasures. Yes, Jerry.
Thank you, sir. Meditation was deep, and I also really appreciated the idea of every situation, person, thing is my master, my guru, my teacher. And if that is my only way of looking at it, I will not have any issues.
Yes, I will not have any issue. So, in fact, you don't create the thoughts of revenge or anxiety. It doesn't mean that you don't force someone to talk. Sometimes you shout, yes, it's okay, but attitude is there. So that keeps you into that state. Beautiful. He's maybe 25, 26. From the Midwest, he's in the 5th year of his medicine degree. So now, I have had 10 sessions. So he's 26 in Genji. So I, at the beginning of the session, at the end of the session, Namaste, my dear friend. Yes, hi, Namaste. It's Genji. I don't get upset, but I see into eyes that the spark of learning, of the commitment. So it is not the Namaste Namaste is one familiar symbol. But I'm waiting when he will also start physically doing the Namaste. I will report to you all. How are you, Barbara?
I'm very good, thank you. My meditation was very deep. I didn't at all, and I felt as though I was like attached to the ground, and that I could not move.
Beautiful. Yes. Yeah. That is also a deeper state. And every day, if we can reach to that state, it's so wonderful. Beautiful. How are you, Christina?
Thank you. The idea of like delusions and anxiety are like weeds, and when we practice and listen, we come out of the weeds, and it just felt like a clearing.
Yes.
Today, which is consistent with waking in the morning, noticing a bit longer of a period of noticing the nothingness until the mind gets going.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Every day we wake up, there is a moment when it is a state between sleep and before I actually wake up, means the mind goes outside. Can we reach to that state anytime, anywhere, all the time? It will live with the 6 treasures. How are you, Sameer?
Sir, as the mind used to love to go outside, now mind loves to go inside.
Good. Very good point. That I have my mind has changed its attitude. It wants to live within. Oh, I can talk to you, communicate with you, but still it lives in you. Beautiful point you raised. Beautiful. How are you, Vaibhav?
Thank you, sir. so mind was calm. And today's understanding is like by default, mind is in habit to accept a negative statement. Like if I say I am sad or I am suffering, it accepts it. It's already mind is already accepted those situations. But if I generally say that I am happy, I have to make effort. I have to convince myself that I am in a peaceful state. I am in a happy state. So it's a play of mind.
Yeah.
And if we can separate ourselves from that acceptance, then the problem itself is nowhere.
Yes. Yes. Ani says you are crazy and you say, yes, I'm happy. Internally, mentally. But if you say it loudly, then Ani will say, get lost, So internally, your attitude does not change. Now, I'm just giving an example. So we have to make a conscious effort. I'm picking up your phrase, conscious effort. Why? Anxiety, stress, duality, conflict enters into my mind by default, and it makes my mind a worst enemy. So I have to work on this. That is why we are studying Eastern wisdom. If peace, happiness comes by default, you should not have met me. Why should I meet you? So, yeah, Sangeeta.
सर आज मंगलाचरण में एक दो लोग हैं जिन्होंने मुझे परेशान किया, जिद किया, तो आज उनको रख के मैंने मंगलाचरण किया तो एक बहुत लाइट फील हुआ, मतलब उनको जैसे मैंने माफ कर दिया तो बहुत अच्छा फील हुआ, बहुत हल्का लगा.
Very practical application. So just analyze and observe as who was saying throughout the day we observe and analyze. Yes. So yes, Samir was saying. So observe, my mind got crazy because of that person. Do Mangalacharan with reference to that person. Are you getting it? Do Mangalacharan with reference to that person and you will see there is a change. Yes, sir. Do you have to say something, Ashok? Okay. Nahi sad, only namaste is the greatest thing. That is all for today. Thank you very much. We'll meet again.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you, sir.